Well, Jürgen, we're here because you have an important message to deliver to our supporters. Would you like to tell them what that is?
Yeah, I have to. I will leave the club at the end of the season. I can understand that it's a shock for a lot of people in this moment when you hear it the first time, but obviously I can explain it, or at least try to explain it, and I love absolutely everything about this club. I love everything about the city. I love everything about our supporters. I love the team, love the staff, love everything. That I still take this decision probably will, or shows you that I'm convinced it's the one I have to take. It is that I'm, how can I say, that I'm running out of energy. I have no problem now. Obviously, I think I know it already for longer, that I will have to announce that at one point. But I'm absolutely fine now. But I know that I cannot do the job again and again and again and again. And after all the years we had together, and after all the time we spent together, and after all the things we went through together, the respect grew for you, the love grew for you, and the least thing I owe you is the truth. And that's the truth.
You obviously offered a lot of detail in that first answer, but I'm sure you appreciate how big this news is for our supporters, so we'll drill down into some of the topics and the reasons behind your decision. I think the first thing fans will want to know is something happened? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm healthy, so as much as you can in my age. Little bips and bobs, stuff like that, but nothing anybody has to be concerned about. So that's absolutely fine. It's I told the club already in November. It is that I have to explain a little bit that maybe the job I do, it's people see from the outside, I'm on the touchline, training sessions, stuff like this, but obviously the majority of all the things happen around these kind of things. That means a season starts and you plan pretty much the next season already. And when we sat there together talking about potential signings, the next summer camp, and can we go wherever, I just realized I'm not. The thought came up, I'm not sure I'm then here anymore. And I was surprised by myself about that. And then I started obviously thinking about it. And it didn't start, but of course last season it was kind of a super difficult season. And there were moments when in other clubs probably the decision would have been, yeah, come on, thank you very much for everything, but probably we should split here or finish it and end it here. That didn't happen here, obviously. And
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free. So he was happy to read the disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and
for me was super, super, super important that I can help to bring this team back on the rails. That was all I was thinking about. And when I realized pretty early, okay, that happened. It's a really good team with massive potential, super age group, super characters, all that. And I could start thinking about myself again, and that was the outcome. And it's not what I want to. It's just what I think is 100% right. And yeah, that's it.
Is there a reason you're making this decision now, particularly given the stage of the season we're at?
Oh, in an ideal world, of course. In an ideal world, I wouldn't have said anything to nobody, and until the end of the season, win everything and then say, oh, goodbye. It's not possible. It's not possible in the world we are living in. It's not possible to keep things like this secret. It's maybe a surprise that we could keep it until now. But there are so many things which are influenced by it, and especially personal situations. So people from my staff need to know early, and especially the club needs to know early and needs to plan. And you cannot plan anything. You cannot really start. You can do a lot of stuff with knowing it, but not making it public. But decisive things, a lot of things you cannot do, and that means the club needs time over the years. My role, obviously, was a pretty dominant one. It was not intentionally, but it happened. And a lot of moments when I wish that I don't have to do that again. It's the third time that I have to do something like that, and I really don't want that. But in the end, I have to, because one thing I'm really convinced of: if you have to make a decision like that, it's better you do it slightly early than slightly too late. Because too late would have been the worst thing happen. I don't know, next season, September, I realized, oh my God, that's it. I cannot do it anymore. And then we are in the middle of a season, everything. So this club, everything we built in the last years, is a wonderful platform, a wonderful basis for the future. And that the only thing what could disturb that now is pretty much that you cannot make the right decisions because you are running out of time. And that was very important to me, that I really inform everybody as early as somehow possible.
You said disturbance there. Are you at all concerned this news could have a negative impact on the remainder of the season?
I understand the question 100%. That's up to us, I would say. I had a similar situation at Dortmund. The circumstances are completely different, but it's a similar situation. You cannot deny that. It's up to us. So after this announcement, we will have probably a press conference or stuff like that. After that, I'm 100% in the season. We can go through. I think we have, in our world, we have kind of 30 games coming up or something like that. That's in other countries a full season. So there are so many things out to play for, and there might be some ideas from the outside to disturb what we are doing, but it's all about us. The way we grew together in the last few years is absolutely exceptional, And I always said it, and especially now it's still true. Nothing has to happen because of me. So nobody has to make the games now about me. Please don't. If I can ask for that, it would be really nice. And we just support each other, and I'm fully here. I don't think anybody realized any difference in the last few months. If there may be a positive change, because I have to say, when I made the decision, as hard as it was a relief as well. It was like, okay, there will be a finishing line, and not for not being here anymore. If I could stay here and in that role, I would be over the moon. I just can't, and that's it. I really want to perform on the highest level, and we get only disturbed if we let it happen as a club. And I really hope that it will not happen with the team. I'm sure that they will be fine with the crowd. I'm sure it will be fine, but the world out there is bigger, and the social media world and all these kind of things. But I think it's worth that we really do what we always did. We live in a moment. We push each other as much as we can, and we go for absolutely everything. And the rest is next season. That there's no difference really for that season, to be 100% honest. Everything what happened in the last few years, it was always my name, but it obviously plenty of people are working on everything, and they're still working on that and still doing that. My role will change. A lot of other things will stay the same, and so the club is in good hands, and the future is bright, and even brighter when I don't have to do it anymore with not exactly the same energy level as before. If you look at my career, this career is actually not possible, I would say, because where I'm coming from, ending up as the manager of Liverpool FC is a fairy tale and a very difficult thing to plan. I would say impossible to plan and difficult to reach. But it's only possible if you are very busy and 100,000% committed to everything you do when you dedicate your whole life to it. That's what I did. And I came here and I said it on the first day, as a normal guy. I am still a normal guy, I just don't live a normal life for too long now. And I don't want to wait until I'm too old for having a normal life. And I need at least to give it a try at one point to see how it is. Will I miss it? Well, I said, I never had this really before, so I need to give it a try, and it's the right moment for me, and I think it's the right moment as well for the club, because I can't do the job